Well, we are lucky enough to have the star of the day join us on the line. Mason Cox, welcome. Congratulations.
Thanks, fellas. Thanks for having me on.
It was an absolutely magnificent performance. You've outdone yourself. Your previous best possessions was 15. You knocked up, was it 21?
21
scoop?
today, yep.
8 marks, a couple. Well, 1 goal. You should have kicked a couple, but, absolutely superb. and you got the 3 votes from Lloydie, which I'm sure is dearest to your heart.
Yeah, no, it was a good day out, and it was a solid performance by everyone, I think. And, it's a big win for us on a big day and for a big cause, and it's pretty amazing. I think $2.2 million was raised for the Fight MND cause, which is, what this is all about. So it's an honor and absolute privilege to play on a day like today.
Lloydie?
Hey, Mason, I thought you dropped some marks in that first half that you would have thought, geez, I should have held on to those at the top of the goal square. But I thought the moment where you jumped into Max Scorn and then kicked that goal afterwards, I thought, you're a confidence player. It all changed for you after that moment. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think I was getting my hands to it in the first half. I just wasn't clunking them. So just took 1 or 2 more to be able to get a bit of understanding. You've played before and long for a bit. Understand that after you get 1 or 2, you kind of get a bit of confidence and going from there. But no, it was a good day, and I think we, from the middle and from the back line, we held up really strong. Was able to kind of give ourselves more opportunity going forward and be able to really put them to the sword.
And can I ask you around just your own confidence? So to me, I'm sure you have your highs and lows like everyone else, but one thing about you, you never seem to have shied away from the next opportunity and letting other people get you down. So just how you've dealt with the negative publicity or feedback from people on your performance across the journey?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. For some reason, I'm a pretty polarizing person, I think, for a lot of people. But it is what it is. It's my journey to live. It's no one else's. And there's plenty of people who are going to, criticize me for this and that and the other. But at the end of the day, I know I've gotten the really high standards and really good values. I do some pretty amazing things for not only for the club, but also the community, and that's something I hang my hat on. So I know there's going to be people that criticize my career and everything else, but at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I'm pretty proud of where I've come from, what I've been able to accomplish.
Mason Cox joining us live from the victorious Collingwood rooms, the MCG. Mason, today brought back memories of a preliminary final in 2018. What is it about big games on the MCG that gets the best out of you?
Yeah, it's usually my parents are in town. So mom and dad just flown in from the US on Friday, so it's always good to put a bit of a show in front of them. They've given up a lot for me to be in the position I'm in to do what I'm doing. Mom and dad have worked really hard to give us the opportunity to be able to do these kind of things. So it's amazing to be able to kind of go up and be able to play in these big games in front of them. And that's the only 2 people I really worried about in the crowd, to be honest. And it's an enjoyable thing to be able to get back to them and what they enjoy.
Now, Jared.
I reckon Jeff Brown could work on a permanent solution for mum and dad, sure.
They need a house here.
Oh, at least temporary residence for half a dozen games coming into the finals campaign, Mason.
I wouldn't mind a little beach house down in Portsea or something.
Well, Brownie's got plenty. He can look after that. He can give you one of his bedrooms.
I wouldn't mind it one bit. If you can maybe pass that on to him, I'd really appreciate it.
Are you playing good enough footy to start talking about finals, Mason?
Oh, I know that. I'm not here for long, but I do know that you don't talk the F word early. So I'm smarter than that. But no, we're going really well. We're going to take it game by game. This is probably the most PC answer you'll get. But no, we're really excited for the future. We're going to take a little bit of a break with the bye week next week, and just really look forward to the back half of the season.
How did you feel Melbourne were out in the ground? Were they any different to the last time you played?
I don't know. They're a strong side. I know we played really well and everything else, but I think a lot of people are talking about what's going on this whole week and everything else. But it's something I think Melbourne's they're going to be a good team. They're in the top 4 for a reason, and it's pretty amazing. I think we've been able to knock off Fremantle themselves, and we've been able to play well against some big teams, which is something we're really excited about. But it's you kind of wish the best for them. They're amazing people at that club. Max Con's an absolute legend, along with Tim Brown and a few other big boys that I'm friends with, and it's good to kind of play against them and have a bit of a chat on the ground throughout the game. But we just kind of wish them the best and hope for them to have a really good season ahead.
The message from Craig McRae afterwards?
No, he's just proud of everyone. Everyone had a bit of a say of what they were thinking at the time, and just be smart over the next couple of weeks and really enjoy the time off. But you can imagine after a win like that against one of the premiers from last year, it's everyone's on a bit of a high at the moment, which is a good sign.
As you said, on the back of a win against Fremantle, who are on top of the ladder as we speak. The form is impeccable. Back to you, Lordy.
Mason, what's your ideal percentage for ruck and forward time? Because I thought you played, to me, more ruck today and gets you going a little bit more. What's your ideal percentage?
Yeah, I think I'm actually coming off sometimes twice a quarter, so I'm getting less game time, but I'm going in to essentially inject a bit of energy into the middle and the forward line. So I'm getting a bit more, I guess, while I'm not having to slug it out trying to get through a whole quarter, I'm getting a bit more energy coming on and off and be able to get a bit of rest. So I don't really mind percentage-wise in and out. Myself and TC are pretty happy to play either position, and it's not really a set-in-stone thing. We go into a game with an idea of who's going to play a certain amount. It's just kind of however it plays out, and we're just going to go from there. Whatever strength we can have in the forward line or in the ruck at the time, depending on who's playing well, we'll just kind of adapt while we go throughout the game.
Jason Horne-Francis has been under a lot of pressure this year, for body language and a number of different things. Just your impressions of Nick Dacos, the way he trains, the way he carries himself, throughout the week. We see what he does on weekends, but just him as a character and a person.
Hey, he's an absolute gun. Sometimes I forget he's so young, to be honest. He just slots in so well. And he's been at the club for a bit. Like, he's been training, I think, for the last kind of 2 years with the club, kind of jumping in, doing weights and stuff. And he just fit right into the fold. Everyone kind of knew who he was already, obviously, with his brother Josh there and his dad playing and whatnot. But he's just an elite player, and he's really good with his kind of decision-making, going inside 50. He's just one of those kind of classy players that we're really excited to have. And he's got a very long career ahead of him. He's an exciting player to watch. He's an exciting player to play against or play with, and someone I always enjoy kind of leading to whenever he's got the fill.
Mason, just as we let you go, you said the message from Craig and some other players in the meeting was just be sensible over the bye weekend. Have you got yourself a nice little dinner spot for tonight with some teammates?
Is this Sam?
Yes.
Hey, thanks for I appreciate the support over the last few weeks and if everyone else has come out, bro. I just want to give a little shout out to yourself. But no, we're just going to chill out. I've got my little house up in Gold Coast. We're going to do an Airbnb out. Mom, Dad, and 8 friends are going to chill out for the week and just kind of take it easy. So I will not be doing much, but just hanging out in some warm weather.
Very good. Mason, well done today. Congratulations and enjoy the time off.
Thanks, Legend. I appreciate it.
Mason Cox there, victorious Collingwood ruckman.
You've been fighting his fight for 2 weeks. I've been fighting for 5 years. I got 0. Nevertheless, we're going to take a break.